no attacks, and turn. And here's where things get fun, boys. Here's where things get fun. Yes. Come on, we didn't even get to see it in full effect, man. Oh man, feels bad. Let's go. How's it going, everyone? Thank you guys so much for clicking on my video today. I really appreciate it. Today's video, we have one of the funnest decks that I've ever played in my life. I call it the Token Takeover deck, and you guys will see why in just a moment. But before we get into it, guys, if you could just please hit that subscribe button, maybe give the channel a thumbs up. Those two things are free for you to do, and it helps support the channel so much, and I'd really appreciate it, guys. All right, let's jump into it. So this deck is called the Token Takeover deck because of our boy right here, Reverent Hoplite. Now this guy, what he is, he's a 5-drop 1/2. You're probably asking yourself, why the hell is this guy important? Why is he good? Well, it's because he creates a 1/1 human creature token for every devotion to white that you have. So he can get pretty out of hand by turn 5. And how we do that is simple. So our curve out, we don't have any 1-drops. We have a couple 2-drops though. One of them being Daxos. Let me put this over here. Daxos is going to kind of kick things off here with a 2 devotion to white, just like any mono white deck that you've seen running Daxos. And you'll see too in some of our gameplay, his gaining 1 life per creature hitting the field becomes a very significant tool as well, because once that Hoplite hits, say our devotion is 8 or 9, we just gained 8 or 9 life if Daxos is on the field. So that combo right there, very amazing. This deck, guys, has like 20 different ways you can win a game, which is amazing too. The win cons on this deck are endless. It's crazy. So then we go into our next 2-drop, which is Glass Casket. Glass Casket is just a tool for us to slow the game down a little bit, because our gameplay is to drag the game out a little bit longer, because the longer the game goes, the more of a chance we have to win the game, it becomes. So Glass Casket is just a nice little stalling tool, but if you notice too, it has 1 devotion to white, so always helps gaining devotion. Next up, we have Birth of Meletis. So Birth of Meletis, this card here, you search for your lands, so it's a really good card. Say you have an opening hand with only 2 lands in it, but you have a birth, it's a really good card to keep that hand instead of mulliganing. It's fantastic. It also helps you slow things down, puts up a wall, gains you 2 life. Things like mono red, this is a very good card to play early on to get yourself a little bit of a cushion to keep going forward. Next up is a card that I added. So this is a deck I found, guys, through social medias and things like that, but I actually made my own spin on it. We took out some cards, added some of my own. One of the cards I added of my own here is the Cavalcade. As you can tell, it does 1 damage for every creature that's a 1 power attacking. So Hoplite drops all the 1/1s. Now you got yourself a bunch of 1/1s who do an extra 1 bit of damage because of the Cavalcade. So it's a very good card to have. Up next is Heliod the Sun Crowned. Now this card was pretty good for me early on when I was playtesting the deck. I'm not gonna lie to you guys though, this might be a card you might want to cut. I don't know yet. Maybe cut it for 1 extra fires. I don't know. It had its moments. You won't see any moments for it here in this video, unfortunately, but it can be pretty good. Getting those 1/1 counters on creatures, getting lifelink, things like that. I just personally, I have other things that I like over this card, and I'd rather grab, because typically running one Heliod, you're not going to see it unless you go digging for it, which I have Idyllic Tutor for that. But if I'm dropping an Idyllic Tutor, I'm going to be looking for something else usually. So you can kind of pick or choose, good or bad, your choice here on this card. Up next, 3 Banishing Lights. Same idea as Glass Casket, is just to slow the game down a little bit, get your devotion up a little bit. That's all it's trying to do. Obviously, you can hit more targets with this than you can in Glass Casket. Glass Casket's limited to creatures and creatures with mana cost 3 or less. So Just gives you a little bit more targets to hit and slows the game down a little bit. Up next, we have 2 Idyllic Tutors. Now this card, again, it's a card that helps you dig and search for enchantments that you want. Typically, if I'm playing this card 9 times out of 10, I'm grabbing either a Thassa or Fires of Invention. And we'll go into that in just a minute here on why we would do that. Up next, we have Teferi. This also helps you slow the game down, has draw effect. It's just, if you're going to run Jeskai Fires, Azorius Control, anything with blue-white, I mean Esper, anything, Teferi's a must-have in your deck. If you run 4 of them, you're pretty much you got a good base for your deck. So, Teferi, not much to say about this card. It's just a great card. Up next would be the next card you'd want to play in line in your mana curve, and that is Fires of Invention. Like I said, you can run 3 of these. I did for a moment, but then I kept drawing 2 of them, and you never really want 2 of these. 1 is more than enough, because having 2 is pretty much a dead card. But you guys all know Fires of Invention. You play this on the field, you get to play things for free of their mana cost, which leaves your mana open for things like giving lifelink and all these triggers like Thassa's tapping down. So Fires of Invention is a fantastic card. You have to run it in this deck for it to really get the full effect. Up next, we have Arcanist Owl. Arcanist Owl is probably the MVP of the deck. As you can tell, it is a 4-drop, but if you notice, the 4 drops are both white and blue devotion. Counts as both. So if I have an Arcanist Owl out on the field, immediately my Sun Crowned and immediately my Thassa become creatures. The devotion is high enough for it to be that way. And you get to look through your deck, the top 4 cards, for another enchantment artifact. You'll see that sometimes you can get an Arcanist Owl on the field, and you draw right into another Arcanist Owl, into another Arcanist Owl. Your devotion gets up so high, so fast, that your Hoplite now becomes an 8-9 devotion. And when you drop the Hoplite on the field, the 1/1s get out of control. And then we have Thassa, another one of my own little touches to the deck. And the reason we add Thassa is very simple. Hoplite hits the board, Thassa hits the board, same turn, because we just dropped the Fires of Invention last turn. So boom, Hoplite hits the board, we drop 8 little 1/1s on him. Then we drop Thassa, and guess what? We get the bounce Hoplite, drop another 8 1/1s on him, guys. So now you got 16 1/1s on the field in 1 turn. Do you see where we're going with this? Gets pretty crazy, guys. Now up next, we have Cavalier of Dawn. Also added 2 additional Cavaliers of Dawn into this deck, and that's because of its removal ability. It slows the game down. It has 3 devotion to white. It's just overall, guys, a fantastic card. It helps defend. It's very strong, and it also, if it does end up dying, you get one of your enchantments back from your graveyard. So enough said about Cavalier of Dawn, guys. It's pretty much a must-have in this deck, and so that's why we're running 3. And this right here, guys, is my main closer in the deck. If you already have a Thassa in hand, go ahead and drop an Idyllic Tutor. Pull this bad boy right here. This right here, you'll see from the very first game that we had with this, people don't like seeing this card hit and then a Hoplite hit for 8. Typically, people end up scooping. It's fun when they don't and they let you go through with it, because it gets really wild and out of hand. If you've got Thassa bouncing the Hoplite, creating 4/4 angels instead of 1/1s, and now you've got 8 4/4 angels on the board, it can get really, really wild really quick. Plus, you got Daxos gaining you life. People don't like to see that. Once that hits the board, it's pretty much game over, guys. And I hope we get some really good gameplay footage of that for you. But up next, Elspeth Conquers Death. Now, Elspeth Conquers Death is obviously a must-have in most white decks as well, because not only do you get to exile something straight off the board, it starts ticking down its sagas, creating more problems for your opponent, which is they now need to pay 2 more to cast anything that's not a creature. Then you get another creature or planeswalker back from the graveyard if they took care of one of your Teferis, or say they got rid of your Daxos early. You know, you got your Elspeth, gets it back on the board, creates more problems for your opponent. And last up, guys, is Dance of the Manse. This card, again, I've had some really, really good moments with this card, and other times it's mostly dead. You can add more if you want. The deck that I found ran more of these, but I took them out because, again, one seems to be enough for me. It's typically rare that I find myself in a situation where I want to drop this and hit it for 6, but it does happen. You'll see, I don't know if we had a game or not where I used this or not, but it can get quite out of hand, guys. Say we dropped, you know, a Meletis already, a Tutor already, someone got rid of our Banishing Light, and I don't know, they got rid of, you know, I don't know how they would, but got rid of your Heliod or something. I don't know. Just a couple Banishing Lights, Meletis, whatever. Dance of the Manse returns those back to the battlefield, and if you pay 6 for its X, they not only come back to the battlefield and start triggering all their events again, they also become a 4/4 creature. So I've had it to where somebody hit me with a Heliod's Intervention and got rid of Fires of Invention, Heliod, all these things, Banishing Lights. And I hit this one time, and we ended up getting back all those enchantments on the board the following turn, and they were all 4/4 attackers. So he was not happy, to say the least. But our land base, guys, here's where it gets kind of wonky. It's our land base. I don't have all the shock gold lands in my collection. We're still building up our collection. We're still a little bit newer to Magic. We don't have any tier 1 type decks yet. We're working on it, guys. We want to get you guys new content every single week. So again, don't forget to subscribe for that. But we have 8 plains, 1 island, 1 mountain, 1 Hallowed Fountain, 3 Temple of Enlightenment, 2 Steam Vents, 2 Temple of Epiphanies, 1 Sacred Foundry, 3 Wind-Scarred Crags. Now, these types of lands, the Wind-Scarred Crags and our Scry lands, you typically want to run your burn pay 2 life lands just for the speed of it. You never want to be caught playing a land at coming in tapped. But what helps a lot is this Fires of Invention. If it's out on the board already and I play, you know, a Wind-Scarred Crag and it comes in tapped, I still get to use that mana source to play something, which is really nice. So keep that in mind. Try to run all your shock lands if possible, and then Fabled Passage, try to run 2 of those. I only have 1, unfortunately, but it gets the job done, guys. That right there is the deck tech. That's all the cards we run. That's why we run those cards. We're gonna get into some gameplay footage now. I really appreciate you guys if you made it this far into the video. Feel free to again drop the like, subscribe. It really helps the channel. But let's get into the gameplay, and then we'll close it out at the end, guys. See you there. All right, let's get after it, guys. Let's get this video going. Get this train rolling. What do we got? Pin back. Pin back. All right. Oh, okay. This is pretty good. I like this hand. Got some deck thinning. We got a little bit of search. I like it. Idyllic Tutor, though, guys. I will say it has its pluses and its minuses. Let's just keep it at that. A little slow. It's a little slow and clunky. I've been seeing a lot of Jund Sacrifice and these food decks a lot more lately. It's really weird. I haven't seen them in a while, and now I'm seeing them all over the place. Probably bounce that Trail of Crumbs next turn. Do I want to bounce that, or do I want to bounce my own Birth here? Probably bounce the Trail. Because these Gilded Gooses can't attack and hurt Teferi. So I think that's the play. I think we bounce the Trail of Crumbs. We got plenty of lands. No need to bounce Birth. Pretty much got all of our colored sources too, so. Get that extra card, slow him down a little bit. Don't like that. We don't like that. We do like this though. Great. Remember that time I said my Teferi was gonna be okay? You guys remember. You guys remember. Alright, well I guess we just drop one of these bad boys. And then I guess we'll ECD next turn. I think we just grab Thassa here. Yeah. So we'll ECD. Okay, yeah, we're fine. I think we're fine. If this is Jund, they're in trouble with all their land base right now, so we're looking okay. Drop one of these. Drop one of these. Drop one of these, I guess. Shoot, I guess. Yeah, let's just drop this now. We're gonna drop this now. I know it's only for 3. I know it's like, it's not even that big a deal. But next turn we could drop Thassa, bounce it, and then go searching for a, what do we want? We either want Divine Intervention or we want Cavalcade. I think Divine Intervention would probably be better. What the hell is this thing? Feasting Troll King? Oh no. When Feasting Troll King enters the battlefield, you cast it from your hand, create 3 food tokens. Okay. Return Feasting Troll King to the graveyard to your battlefield. Okay. At least we can handle that, I think. It has trample though, that's very problematic, but alright, so definitely want to drop you. And then let's go dig in here. Let's go digging here. Make it real problems for him here. No, whoa. No tax. I think he's seeing the writing on the wall here. I think he sees what I'm trying to set up. Alright, so now we're gonna have to destroy our wall. Getting a, yeah, no, we're good. I think we're solid here. This is gonna be tough though. Just block what I can, I guess. Okay. We're gonna get Teferi back. That's good. But we do lose 1 devotion to white, which isn't ideal. But we're gonna gain a shnikey ton of life here. Watch this. This is gonna be great. He's not gonna like this. He is not gonna like this. He's got something instant speed. Is it the goose? Yeah, I think it's the goose. Alright, so things just got super real for my Manse here. He's gonna have to deal with a ton of angels. And every time angels come on the field, we gain life now. Yeah, he's pretty screwed. He's pretty screwed. I think we're gonna bounce. Do we want to bounce anything really? No. I think we hold on to our bounce effect. We'll just +1 Teferi because we might even get a 2-for-1 on Hoplite next turn. So let's just do that. Let's go ahead and +1 because next turn we can bounce him, replay him, and bounce him again with Thassa. So we get a double bounce. No attacks. End turn. And here's where things get fun, boys. Here's where things get fun. Yes. Come on, we didn't even get to see it in full effect, man. Oh man, feels bad. Let's go. So can you guys see how much I love this deck and why I love this deck? It's absolutely fantastic. It's fantastic, man. Once you get it going, it's pretty hard to stop. All right, what do we got here? We got an owl and a hoplite. Can't be mad at that. Some decent mana sources. Got all of our colors. Please tell me we're not playing some sort of food deck again. That'd be really annoying. All right, cool. We're not. Hit him with the planes one time for the one time. All right, we'll play the Hallowed Fountain next, unless. Oh, he's got some Esper. Okay, he went Esper on me. I guess we could. Nah, I was gonna say I guess we could Banishing Light the Meletis here, but no point in doing that. That's kind of silly. Let him have it. There's a much better target right there. He's gonna bounce his own birth into his hand. Oh, okay. I would have went for the birth, but that's just me. We can afford for Teferi to +1 one time here. Actually, let's just do it now. Because I'm not going to want to play Arcanist Owl and not play Hoplite after. Because you don't want to lose the Arcanist Owl. You don't want to leave it on the field too long to get taken care of. Doom Foretold. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. No targets from my ECD. But I am going to take it anyways. I'm going to use it anyways, because that way his Doom Foretold has to sacrifice itself. That's totally fine. I'm okay with that play. Kind of a wasted play if you ask me. I have nothing to bring back. So let's just do this. Ooh, beautiful. Just don't play another Doom Foretold. That'd be really sad. Archon. Okay, I could deal with that. I can live with that. That leaves me with 2. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, I thought he had a counter there for a second. I was like, an Esper deck running counters. What the tits? But that makes sense. Okay. Let's run you out there. Get my Arcanist out triggered again. Perfect. That's not a target. It's too high of a mana cost. It's unfortunate because we could have played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a potential we could play a Hoplite with a Casket next turn. Alright, well, we're in trouble here because we didn't take care of the Archon like we should have. So definitely taking care of it now. Just getting our devotion up while we're at it. Just get the devotion up. End our turn. Can't discard anything. Drop an owl next turn. Actually, no, I'm going to drop a Hoplite next turn. And then the owl. That way we have some creatures out there ready to put some damage in with the Cavalcade. Seems like he's wasting these Elspeths, but it is what it is, I guess. This will give me enough to play. Perfect. I can play both. I can play Birth. And I can play a Hoplite. Let's go. A little more devotion there so we can get an extra little guy. Yep. And then that way, next turn, I'm swinging in for 8 1/1s, and the Cavalcade will trigger. Nothing you can do. You can exile the graveyard, have at it. Ooh, take the Hoplite, take the Hoplite, take the Hoplite, take the Hoplite. Okay. I'm fine with that. He is going over the top, though. That's actually pretty scary. Interesting. Maybe we do this. Not you. No, everyone but you. Here we go. This is where the fun begins. How much damage is that next turn? Is it enough? It's 13 damage. It's 13, 14. So I got 14 damage coming in. Ouch. Okay. I mean, it's not the worst possible thing, but it's not the best. What has he got under there? He's got one of my Banishing Lights. Sure. That was a stupid play. I deserve to lose the game for that. I did not think that through. But it doesn't matter. We can ECD the Banishing Light. Or Banishing Light, the Banishing Light. So either way, we're okay, but still not the brightest play. Yep, I thought you would take that. Thought you would take that. All right, I think we've pretty much solidified this W. We've got 18 1/1s coming in hot next turn with a Cavalcade. Unless he draws a Kaya's Wrath. I mean, it's possible. It would make me cry, but it's possible. Boom! We got him, baby. Check. All right. Looks like we're actually going to be able to make some progress on the ladder with this deck. Hopefully. That'd be pretty awesome. Who knew? Who knew? Tier 1? Alright, guys. So, I can't lie to you guys. We've had a heck of a day. We've been trying to record these videos for a long time now. And things keep going wrong. I've accidentally deleted one of my videos trying to clean up my memory. And it was a really, really good game I was hoping to show you guys with this deck where we hit a bunch of Divine Intervention. Angels. We got a sick combo going there. And then forgot to hit record on another game that we ended up winning pretty easily. It wasn't the funnest game to watch, but like we ended up dominating. And unfortunately, we weren't able to show you guys. But here we are. Trying to get our crap together. Get you guys some good gameplay footage here. All right. I like this hand though. It's looking good. Looking good. Some Rakdos action, huh? It's a pretty good card for a common. I like that. Lantern. Interesting. This is a very unique deck that you don't typically see in a ladder game. Wish I could play Teferi here and bounce my Meletis, but it is what it is. Just gotta draw a land. Any color, don't care what it is. Gotta draw the land. Come on. Then we could drop fires. Man, I'm so heartbroken, guys. I wish I could have totally got you guys those videos. We got to hit our... It was a Daxos on the board. We had Thassa on the board. And we had a Hoplite on the board with a Divine Intervention. So we basically... played the Hoplite, got like 8 angels, gained 8 health, and then Thassa bounced him. And as soon as Thassa bounced him and he realized that I was going to gain another 8, he said, no, thank you, and he just bounced out. Oh, man. This is not good, guys. I need to draw a land, and I need to draw it quickly. I think... I think we'll take this just in case. Just in case we don't draw a land, I want to get rid of that Mayhem Devil. I think that's the play. This is a very different Rakdos deck than I normally see. And if we draw a land, we could still play fires into the Banishing Light. I think is still the play to make. I like having 2 owls here, though. This is pretty nice. Double up on the owls the following turn. This deck, you really have to prepare for the next turn. You know? Things change so rapidly, and you're just always trying to get your devotion up that it's just tough. If you don't hit curve, it's really tough. He's roping, and I don't know why. Okay. Chandra. Yep. All right. No problem. We'll block here and here, taking 1. It's weird not to see an oven out here, and I see a lantern, you know? It makes things a little easier for me, but... He sure is taking a long time, though. So you gotta sack the lantern to draw a card and kill my Daxos. That's probably the best play, but... Okay, so he's trying to get a little 2-for-1 action there. I respect it. We draw a Daxos again. Alright, well, we're not hitting our lands. This is making things very, very tough. But we're not exactly under the gun here. He's not pressuring me too hard. Yep, taking 3. See what he's got in his hand. Nothing. Okay, plays nothing. Steam Vents, thank goodness. Could not be happier to see you. Get my owl out here. Get him going. Get my devotion going. Nothing. That's pretty rare. It's pretty rare that you don't hit something with your owl. We had a game. I don't know if I recorded it or not, if it was the one that I missed out on, but we hit 4 owls in our hand in a row. We threw an owl down, picked up another owl, threw another owl down, picked up another owl. It's pretty wild.
These little guys are great.
Okay, back to 3 cards in hand. Probably the same 3 you had before. Yep, I figured they were some sort of removal because he hadn't played him yet. Alright, if we get a land, that'd be good. I can get rid of Chandra and get my ECD going. That's not terrible either, though. Not terrible. But I do know he's probably sitting on some more removal, so this owl is as good as gone too. Really? That's tough. That's tough. 2 swings, 2 misses. Dang, man, we're missing lands, we're missing enchantments. This is so weird. They're trying to really handicap us here, but I think we're gonna pull through still. I hope. I really hope. If we can find a Hoplite. If we find a Hoplite, we can gain a lot of health with that Daxos. Here we go. This is more of the speed I thought we were going to be playing with. Dang, Woe Strider. Gosh darn Woe Strider. Alright, well, let's get rid of the Woe Strider, ECD it, and get back an owl. Yeah, get back an owl. This guy is annoying. We don't hit it. Are you kidding me? I guess. Man, this is tough. Get this on the board. We bounced the Woe Strider though. No, let's just put the Daxos out there. Daxos will be a sacrificial lamb, unfortunately. It is what it is. Because we could block the Woe Strider, obviously. He'll run into me and die, but he's not going to do that. He's going to... Yep. Oh, good thing I played Daxos, huh? He counts as an enchantment. We really needed him, though. Just, this is tough. Man, if only we drew lands, we'd be so far ahead. Right now, it's not even funny. Come on. Game, you're killing me. You're literally killing me. Yeah, screw it. I get he gets the goat back, but I can't, man. I can't even. This is so frustrating. Okay, he's gonna scry, of course. Attack step, we're gonna tap down one of these guys. Save myself a little bit of damage here. As little as possible. He's gonna hit Teferi. So that's fine. It is what it is. I could really, really use a land here. Or something, man. Give me something. That'll work. That will work. Let's thin the deck out. Yeah, just give me some planes. Planes action. Take that. Take this. Take your Woe Strider. Which is nice because it has escape, so gotta love that. He's scrying again, so let's see if he goes top or bottom here. Top. That's not good.
Don't worry, I got you.
All right, now we could really, really use a Hoplite here. Could really use a Hoplite. Come on. Come on, Hoplite. That would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'd be 7, 8 angels. Nope. You can't grant me this one wish, huh? Can't do it, huh? At least I can tap down the Mayhem Devil. Not taking 3 here. That's good. Oh boy. I swear, man, this Arcanist owl better hit me something big. Oh, it gets haste. Shit, nice play. Nice play. Survive another turn at least. Daxos actually might help me survive here. Oh no, it counts for Mayhem Devil damage? Are you serious? Guys, that's a hard one. That's a hard pill to swallow there. We could have beat that. We could have beat that guy so easily if we would have drew land there, guys. Oh, that hurts. That one hurts. I think I'm going to leave that one in, though. It was just unfortunate, guys. Bad luck. Had some bad luck plays there. We didn't get the lands we needed in, and we could have handled a lot of those things as they were coming in. All right, this is a good hand. I like this. We got all the tools we need to set up our combo. I hope we're not playing mono red. It looks like we might be. Looks like we are, but at least he waited one turn to play anything, so that might be all we need to get started here. Let's do Hallowed Fountain. Bad. You shut that, thank you. Alright, so sorry, my wife walked in and wanted to know if it was a good time or bad time. So we got Birth of Meletis going. We're gonna have a wall coming up, which will help a lot. Gaining 2 life. Fervent Champion coming out. Okay. Interesting. So he doesn't have a land in hand, otherwise he would have definitely played his Phoenix there. Probably will drop the Spitter now though. Doesn't drop the Spitter. Wow, he wasted a light up the stage there. Interesting. All right, we got our Divine Intervention off the draw. So things just got real. Like, we should be perfectly set up for our combo here. So here's how we're going to do things. We're going to play Owl into the Hoplite, into Thassa, into Divine Intervention. I think that's going to be the way we go with this. Owl first. It always helps to have Fires of Invention, guys. It really helps solve a lot of these issues of like, because everything's so big, you know, the curve is so high. But it's still okay if you can only play one thing per turn, but not ideal, you know? All right, let's go Hoplite. Hoplite, get our 4 guys, or 5 guys on the field. And then Thassa next. When we Thassa this, he might concede, seeing that, you know, seeing the writing on the board. Ooh, interesting. He decides to Embercleave before I declare my blockers. I would never do that if I were you guys. So that's 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll kill him. That'll kill him. And that'll kill him. I think that's good. I'm taking a risk with the Hoplite here. I guess I'm not going to kill his stupid Bone Crusher. Dang it. I guess I didn't think about the order in which he could have blocked in. That makes sense. It's fine though. We'll drop a Fires of Invention. Drop a Thassa. Sure. Let's go ahead and swing in here. And we got ourselves our army back. And we have Thassa, who's a god, so she can not die. So we can block with all of our 1/1s and Thassa and be just fine. But the real combo is about to start, guys. We're about to hit our angels. Next turn, we get our Divine Visitation out. And we will bounce our Hoplite, creating 6 4/4 angels every turn. Or he's going to kill it, and we're not going to do any of that stuff I just said. One of those two things is going to happen, you know? 3, 4. Bang. Okay, well, let's try to work on getting our Hoplite back. That way we're all set up when he does come back. Yeah, I figured he was going to concede before we could hit it anyways, but you guys understand. You saw the combo that was about to take place. You saw. That was a fun one. Love taking down mono red. All right, guys, that's it for the gameplay footage, and I hope you guys really enjoyed the deck as much as I did. This is definitely going to be a deck I'm going to be playing all the way through until the next set comes out next week, and then hopefully by next week I'll have some pre-order packs ready to pop open and get you guys some decks right away rolling out for some new videos coming up. So if you guys are excited for that, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it, and you guys are going to get some future videos just like this every single week. Hopefully we can start bringing you guys a little more than one video a week once we get our amount of cards inventory up. But until then, guys, we'll see you guys on the next video, and thank you guys so much if you made it this far into the video. Appreciate it. Peace.